Good morning. To be honest, we really don't feel like getting up. Last night we had a neighbor who was on the phone for hours. That made it impossible to get a good night's sleep, and that's exactly how I feel this morning. Alex is more motivated. To help me to get going, he's making me a vitamin bomb. Now I feel more energized. Let's get the day started. Time to go to Botswana. It's now 6:45. The border opens at 7. It's only a few kilometers to the border post. So we are getting a move on and checking out of the Chobe River camp. The checkout went quickly, so we are on our way. The Chobe River camp is a lovely place to stay. The campsites are also cozy and clean. We were just unlucky that the GameDrives were almost fully booked, and the boat trip wasn't possible due to low water levels. Even so, next time we would cross the border immediately. At around 7:15, we arrive at the border checkpoint to leave Namibia. There were already a few people waiting, so it took us around 20 minutes to complete the departure formalities. Then we will come to this checkpoint. There we will go out of our car and enter our vehicle's information on a list. After that, we are allowed to pass through the checkpoint. Now, only a few kilometers and we are in Botswana. To disinfect the vehicle, we have to drive it through a tire bath. Now we have arrived at the Botswana border post. So we get off the car and complete the entry formalities. Then we also have to walk through a disinfection bath with our shoes on. When you enter the country, you will be asked a few questions. Where are you coming from? Where are you going? How long will you be staying in Botswana? And you also have to pay a 270 pula road tax. That's about 17 euros.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
Fine,
What are you needed?
There's
This one?
and the small one.
The small one?
Passport, yes. Do you have fruits, raw meat, fresh milk?
No,
Nothing.
Where are you going?
to Muchenje
Muchenje Cottage, Senyati, Kasane, and then after 5 nights we go to Zimbabwe.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay, thank you.
Proceed.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Our car wasn't searched when we entered the country. We were able to just drive through. Still, we wouldn't risk bringing meat or anything like that across the border. We passed through the gate around 8 a.m. An hour for departure and arrival, that's fine. Botswana, we are finally here. Our first time here in this country. We are very excited to see what we will experience. Since it's still very early in the morning, we decide to head straight into the Chobe National Park. The same rules apply here in Botswana. Sign the visitor list and pay the park fees. But here in Botswana, prices are different, much higher. We are paying 170 euros for 4 days for 2 people in a car. Those are really stiff prices. The Chobe map costs an additional of $30 US. Curiously, we could only pay it in cash. The entrance fee, however, could be paid by credit card. But who cares? Let's just enjoy the beauty of the Chobe National Park. Even in the first few kilometers, we notice that the Chobe has much deeper sand. The roads are tight. After a few kilometers, the landscape finally becomes more open. We quickly realize that the roads here in Chobe are much more challenging. Deep sand, large rocks and some steep sections. It's crazy how many pelicans we see here. Unbelievable. There are also washboard roads in Chobe. These only allow you to drive at walking speed. But our first impression is positive. The Chobe is really beautiful. In some places, you have to drive very carefully. Today, we will be crossing the Chobe National Park from west to the east. We plan to leave the Chobe through the Sedudu gate. After that, we will go shopping in Kasane. The drivers on the guided tours are crazy. We think it's terrible that these drivers don't give the animals any space. It seems as though the only things that matter here are profit and sensation seeking. And this is to the advantage of the wild animals. We can only shake our heads. On the last 13 kilometers, we switched drivers. Alex is an experienced driver. Deep sand and off-road terrain are no problem for him. He also knows exactly how our big foot handles. For me, that's a challenge. I haven't driven much on this trip so far, especially not in deep sand. We are leaving Chobe for now. It's 12 o'clock and we're heading to Kasane first. We decided to go to the Spar supermarket in Kasane. They have everything you need. The selection of fresh meat, however, was limited. But that's no problem for us. We will just take a few sausages with us. Now we've decided to go to our accommodation for the next 2 nights. Muchenje Campsites and Cottages. The Muchenje Campsites and Cottages is located near the Ngoma Gate, in the western part of the Chobe National Park. It's around 60 kilometers from Kasane to our accommodation. We will take the A33 towards the Namibia border. This main road also runs directly through the Chobe. However, it is a tarred road. The speed limit here is 80. But to use this road, we have to sign up on a list. On the other side, you pass the other checkpoint. It is now 1:30 and we are arriving at our accommodation. The check-in here is very simple. All you have to do is sign your name on a list. Then you receive the key from a staff member. By Botswana standards, Muchenje is a very budget-friendly place to stay. We pay about 75 euros per night. We decided on a cottage. It's important to know that this is a self-catering accommodation. There is no restaurant on site. Of course, it's not a luxury place to stay, but everything is clean, that's all we need. And the shower outside is absolutely lovely. It's now 3:30 and we are back in the Chobe National Park. Let's see what our sundowner drive has on hold for us. The sun is slowly setting. The gates closes at 6:30 p.m. So we slowly make our way back. Our first day here in the Chobe National Park was wonderful. We saw lots of animals, especially in the afternoon. We passed through the gate shortly after 6 p.m. Now it's just the 8 kilometers back to Muchenje Campsites and Cottages. Home sweet home. A wonderful first day in Botswana. Amazing experiences, amazing wildlife sightings, and a great place to stay. We spent the evening enjoying a nice braai and watching the sunset from the viewing platform. Tomorrow we will be back on the road in the Chobe National Park. Once again, the beauty of nature awaits us. And a few very special sightings. See you on the next episode.